Hi there. Welcome back to the Banter Room. It's a safe space, like always, and it's a space where we, facilitate conversation. And this episode, we want to add a little bit of spice. We call it "Conversation of Men" by men, and absolutely anything and everything. Wait, when I mean men, occurring, like to be specific,
No, the
occurring,
name mouth.
like. So,
No.
welcome to the conversation of men by men and absolutely anything and everything that revolves around men. I said it. I said on today's episode we want to add a little bit of spice. So if I were you, I'm going to ready up the senses because you are in for quite a treat. Like I used to say, my name is Ayinde Abdul Malik Olamishi, and trust me, I cannot do it alone. I have, I don't want to call them casual this time. I said I have people of high mentality that are going to, help us bruise the wheel of the whole conversation, make it something that you and I can actually have a better understanding on. On my immediate left, let me start with that. Wait, I'm going to start with Idon Bantaro, like someone I cannot do anything without in this space. You have said, you have been yourself.
Spice.
Senator,
Okay, so
you know,
Yeah. You already know. That's my spice. I already know.
So that's Ayore, as always, Ido of Bantaro. But on my immediate left, I don't know if I should use the word day one. He's actually my friend. Apart from the fact that he's my friend, he's a casual person of I said I'm not going to use casual. But he's an I person of
It's casual.
I
It's looking
casual. Well, let's say I casual person of I mentality and there's amongst many other things. He's a media personnel. He has featured on Africana TV, and I think he owed the highest position in the OU campus mirror. And apart from that, I think there are so other things that he does that I'm not going to say on camera. So welcome, I am Ayokunle Salaudin, Honorable AB. You're welcome.
You need
Thank-
to
thank
tell
you.
us
thank you so much.
more
for having
about
us
that
himself.
introduction. Yeah, I think there's
Oh,
more we should
okay.
hear from him.
Abdullah Salahuddin by name. People,
Last long. I can't hear you.
That's what you guys-
Abdullah Salahuddin
yes.
by Abdullah Salahuddin by name. I'm currently the EIC, the editor in chief of Campus Mirror, Holy Campus Mirror, Olabisi Nobel University, a standard media organization here, the one and only actually. And yeah, quite a number of things I do. Brand strategist and content writing for other brands. So thank you for having me here.
Oh, you're welcome. When I said he has so many things that he does, I was not joking. He's a high person of high mentality. Like I said. So on today's topic, we'll be talking about finding you as a man. I know you sound ambiguous, sound like a very, very big word. That's why I said I have people of high mentality. I'm going to make it something that you and I can have a better understanding of. I said it earlier. If you are coming across the channel for the first time, you are in for quite a treat. It's a safe space here. Yeah. So finding you as a man, we basically are going to categorize it into three aspects on this particular episode, like finding you in your financial stability, your love life, and of course, if in during moments of adversity, like as a man, what works for you? There are some people, if they have problem, they have a go-to person, and there are some people, they just bottle it up. And you have some men over a couple of drinks, they are okay. So what works for you as a man? So I'm going to start with that opinion. Let's pick it up from the first, which is financial stability as a man. How do you think a man can be financially stable?
Okay, so while growing up, yeah, I believe that hard work it's a very important thing as a man that you need to be hardworking in whatever you're doing, in whatever discipline you are, in whatever field you are. Maybe maybe you're a career person or you are doing handwork. You have to be very hardworking and smart as well. So I believe that as a man and you want to be financially stable, you want to be able to put hand in your pocket and bring out money. You need to be able to be hardworking. You need to be smart enough. You need to be think ahead, think outside the boxes, outside the box, and think of the things that are going to make money from you. They are going to make money from even when you are not available at the moment. For instance, you are sick, you need to make money even though you are sick, because you need to take care of yourself. So you need to you need to have an ecosystem that are going to make money for you as a man,
Even when you're not around.
even when you're not around.
Okay.
If you are making 6 figures, you are making 7 figures, and coupled with environment that you are, it builds up your financial literacy. If you grow up in the environment of people that spend lavishly, blah blah blah, spend this, buy this, buy that,
Philanthropist.
exactly, something like that. The way you are going to be financially stable is going to be different. You can see 10K now, and like what Charlie Poppy said, 10K no the last 10K no the last
Last
again.
again.
So 100K no the last again. So if you feel like, okay, make I sharply spend this 100K or 500,
That's based on the background, yeah.
that was based on the background actually. Because for instance, for someone like me, the way I can spend 10K, it will be different from the way you spend your 10K. You can spend your 10K in less than 2 hours, but for me, I can spend 10K in a week. So to say, that doesn't mean that I spend 10K in a week. Shit, again.
That's an
So,
example. It's not that you spent 10K.
no,
That's what I said, so to say.
so to say, exactly. So I believe that your environment, the people you grow up with, the people you are around with, shapes whatever you are as a man. So I believe that while growing up, your mentality, your financial literacy, your environment actually it speaks a lot about you. And moving forward, what you are exposed to is basically
What shapes?
what shapes your financial
Perspective
what
of
shapes your
finance.
financial capacity as a man. Very man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sorry. You said something about being a philanderer. Being a philanderer
Yeah,
is as
yeah.
a result of. Did you say it's as a result of growing up?
It might be as a it might be as a result. It might be one of the reasons. I mean, one of the reasons why it can be like that is because of how you grow up.
Like
Kind of
Yeah,
parenting?
parenting, family,
I
society.
don't
No,
want
I mean
to
like
agree with that.
parenting, family, society. Society in the sense that, for instance, you are in university and your friends have, all of you have 50K in your account. And how your friend wants to spend the 50K is like, let me go to club, let me do this, let me buy drinks, let me buy that. You look at that, you have your 50K. You might also think there's a high probability that you will think that, maybe say, make me say, go buy this drink now. Maybe we enter club, maybe we'll do this, maybe we'll do that. So that's why I said that your society also shapes whatever you have in mind financially.
I don't want to agree with that. And this is
Yeah.
not a debate show, actually.
No,
We are just
okay.
all
No, definitely. I
sharing
understand.
our one or two things.
Sure.
But I think you might have a philanderer father or mother. It doesn't necessarily mean you be a philanderer. I've seen people whereby their parents are stingy. They say their parents are stingy, but they spend like rich kids.
Which kids? Like
And
just
I've seen-
monkeys.
Yeah, and I've seen people whereby their parents are people that gives out, and them they are
Yeah.
just too stingy.
Mhm.
Have you seen
I,
people like
I
that?
understand what you're saying. That's why I said basically this thing about financial capability, financial literacy, it doesn't depend solely on your parenting
Yeah.
style. It doesn't depend solely on society. For instance, now a couple of friends that are together, that maybe your friends are 4 friends and 3 of them spends lavishly. You that is
Might be
different from
influenced.
might be influenced. No, you that is different might actually like not be influenced with them.
Okay.
That's why I said that it doesn't depend solely, but I'm just
Okay,
saying, I'm just
yeah,
like
yeah,
offering
yeah.
opinion or views that okay, your parenting style, the society are one of the ways in which you can be influenced as a man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. So talking about financial
Stability.
Yeah,
stability
As a man. Finding your
as a man,
financial stand as a man.
finding
Financial stand as a man.
your financial standards. Growing up in an African home, Yoruba home,
Yeah, okay.
there's this song they sing now here growing up. Iṣẹ́ ló wù ṣe, múra síṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi.
Iṣẹ́ la fi dẹ̀ ní kíkà.
From time, they will let you know in the Yoruba home that tí o bá ṣiṣẹ́, o
You know, go
ò
see
jẹ.
money. Yeah.
Even in the house, if you don't do chores, your parents will tell you are not going to eat.
You're not going to
That's
get
true. Sorry to cut you short. You're trying to say that hard work is basically like a stand for financial stability.
It's nothing else.
At
If
all.
you
That's what I
don't
used to
work,
say when I
if you don't work, except maybe your father is, even if your father is the richest man in the world, there's still something you would do.
Yeah.
You can't just be idle.
That's
and
it.
just
That
be
means-
spending
that means
money.
that-
even spending money is working. Do you understand? But there are things you do whereby you need to take yourself serious and just be like, okay, no, I don't want to be this.
I don't want to be this
I
kind
don't
of
want to be
person.
this kind of person. This is who I want to be. I want
Being
to work
smart while working.
as an African man. We are wired to work before we eat.
Even though I don't want to like disagree with you, even though I actually want to agree with you on that, I will tell you I totally disagree. The fact that you need to be very, very hardworking before you have a financial stability.
Okay.
See, laboring under correct knowledge, like luck, I say is some people will define luck as laboring under correct knowledge. They say fear is false evidence appearing to be real. And financial stability per se doesn't necessarily have to do with working very, very hard. It has to me, in my own perspective, it has to do with working smart instead of hard. You ask me why.
Sorry, you said something. You said financial stability doesn't have to do with working hard. But at
Doesn't
the end of the
it
day,
has to be with working very, very smart.
it has to
If
be
working
with
hard,
working
that means
smart,
that-
if
not
working hard
working
has to
hard.
determine
Hold
your
on,
hold on.
but the richest people on this earth not tell you they work smart. They tell you they work hard.
No, they work very, very smart.
They will
Working
never
hard.
come out to tell you they work smart.
Hold
They
on.
tell you I've been working for years. I
Hold on.
worked hard to get
You
to where
worked
I
hard.
am.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, hold
Well,
on. Let me
when I
say
was-
something to
okay.
you. Hold on. Let me say something to you from my own perspective. Like, what's the definition of working hard to me is different from the definition of working hard that I'm trying to say. Working hard to me is like take a look at a bricklayer. If we want to measure the amount of success a bricklayer is supposed to have by the measure of his hard work, then he's supposed to be the richest man in the world. Those that lay bricks.
No.
That's hard work.
Life logic
That's
doesn't
working
go
very,
like,
very hard.
like that.
How?
It doesn't work.
When I
like
said
that.
my perception might be different from your perception,
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
exactly what I'm saying.
course,
So you
yeah,
need to labor
I
under
understand you.
correct knowledge if you want to be financially stable. Doesn't necessarily
How
mean
do you expect
need to work.
a bricklayer to work smart so that he can earn big bag
There's a way you can go about it now.
about bricklaying?
No, you don't understand.
By putting in branding into what he's doing.
Do you understand? By working very, very smart,
You
not
are
hard.
still working
You
hard.
can still brand
Yes.
it.
That is
I feel like
working hard.
I think you guys are both correct.
Yes.
In the sense that when I was making
When I was
my
saying
point,
something, I said
I was saying that
perception.
you have to work hard and work smart as well.
To me, you have to work extremely smart.
But there's no
very,
how
very hard. You work,
You
you
but
work hard.
smart.
You work
in a very,
hard.
very smart way.
you can
See,
work
hard
working
you
is
can
working
work
hard now.
and still be smart about it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Well, even though I don't want
Hard
to
The people
work.
that work
Anything
hard.
See why I think it's just English that is probably
No, not English.
Yeah.
It's perception.
Okay, I think-
confusing us actually because I understand what you're saying.
It's perception.
Working hard, you have
Doesn't
there's
necessarily
nothing you want
determine
to
that you're
do.
going to be
You have to
successful.
work hard.
You work.
Be it, let's say your work is
You
sleeping.
work.
You have to sleep hard to
You
get
work.
whatever
You work
result you
very,
want
very
I
to
think
see.
smart.
the most
That's it.
reputable brands in the world right now, yeah, they work hard. I mean, the founders or the brand managers or anything, they work hard and at the same time they work smart. That is what makes them stand out. If they don't work smart, if they don't work hard, there's no how that smart or that intellectual brain that they have is going to come out.
The intellectual capacity that makes them
So they have to work hard at the same time and work smart at the same time.
It's okay, that's okay.
What-
But then, what I'm trying to say, I'm not necessarily saying I'm disagreeing with you.
No,
you need to
definitely
work.
you are.
But
you
I
have-
feel like
yeah.
you need to you don't need to necessarily to define success or being financially stable. Like doesn't solely rely on working extremely hard. It has to do with working very, very smart, like laboring under correct knowledge.
Nobody is
Do you
going
understand?
to advise you to look. Let me say a child growing up, and then you are telling him or her that before you will be successful in life, you have to work smart. And
You have to work,
understand.
but you
I'm
need to
not-
be smart with it.
Aside from working, you have to be smart. But when it comes to work,
When it comes to
you have
work,
it has to be.
Okay, let me take.
That mean, that's
Let me take. We are all students. Let me give you an example. We are students, and we definitely used to study for exam. Let me ask you a
Okay.
question. Do you study hard for exam, or you study smart for exam?
I do the two.
You what about you?
I studied to pass. Be it hard or smart. I just want to pass.
I think I study hard and I
There's-
study,
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
study
You have to
smart.
study hard and smart.
Because there's no way you want to study smart.
Okay,
Eh,
sorry,
and you not
sorry
study
to
hard.
cut you off.
Okay.
There's something. There's this thing I got to know through my friends. I used to study art, but I found out that you're studying smart.
Wait. Yeah, but
So-
wait. Your own definition of that smart.
Smart,
you need to come
exactly.
out.
No,
Um,
I don't. There are things I can say on this.
No, that's not studying smart.
No,
That one that you don't want to
No,
say.
no,
That's
no,
not
no,
smart.
No.
Okay.
It is studying smart. If you ask them,
Nonsense.
that's why I'm telling you that if you want to achieve something great or good,
Yeah.
you have to work hard. Aside from being smart, if you ask everyone now their level of smartness, they are going to say they are smart. Smart, smart. There's nobody that is not smart. But we are smarter than each other.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But you have to work. Every human have to work hard for whatever thing you want to achieve.
You have to work. Necessity doesn't mean
Okay, you don't want to
very,
put that
very hard.
hard, that
Yeah.
hard there.
Yeah, because my definition of hard is like
Hard is like, oh,
I don't know the adjectives.
okay, take for instance now. Take for instance now.
To like
Take for
I
instance
I
now.
feel like
I think working smart. Let me say, okay, this is a road. This is the road to Agbo Market, and there is also another road
Road
to
to Agbo Market.
Agbo Market, which is shorter.
Really short.
And then you think about it. So I mean, like, if I pass this road to Agbo Market,
That's
it's leading to Agbo Market, but it's not. But let me pass this way.
so that's not what I'm saying.
I
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
I understand what
Basically, you're
trying to
saying like I'm not talking about shortcuts. I'm
Okay.
talking about you laboring under correct knowledge. It has to be with working very, very smart, working with your intellectual capacity and self-reflectiveness.
Why you're
That's
talking about that
self-reflectiveness.
smart?
Hold on.
It's still working.
Hold on, that
I feel
self-reflectiveness is
like,
like
you know that.
it's like seeing a path. Okay, this is the path that I want to go to. Okay, this is what I want to pursue in life. What do I do to get to this space?
That's the smartness, right?
That's the smartness there.
Okay.
Do you understand?
That's
You
what
can
we
basically have people that are working extremely hard, trying to, and definitely at the end of the day, it's just going to be like, it's just there.
Shit.
Do you understand? But there are some people, the way
Are
they
you trying
work,
to say they
the
work
way
hard, they are not going to get the results because they are not smart?
if you are not applying
You are not applying your
smartness to your
smartness
hard
to-
work, it is just hard work.
I think
There's high probability that it's not going to yield the result that you want. I can tell you that. I've been there, I've done that. I've worked extremely hard. I've
Richest.
studied hard. Not
Richest.
No, I'm not saying I'm rich. I'm not saying I'm rich. If you know my background, you know that it's just that I just know how to package myself
I
and
know
put myself in a
background.
very good
Yeah,
condition.
rich.
Yeah,
Not rich. Yes, I am. Because in Islam, they tell you that if you can wake up on a bed under a roof and you still have food to eat, then definitely you are the most successful person on earth that time. So, but my perception about like financial stability, I feel like you have to work very, very smart. And,
So are you saying what our
and
parents
put
tell
God
us?
first. Manifest things in your life and it's going to manifest.
What they didn't say, share,
What? Share logo, share.
share.
See, truth is dynamic.
And there's this thing that they
It's
say.
not static.
And there's this thing that they
Hold
say
on.
too.
Hold on. Sorry to cut short. Truth is dynamic and it's not static. That's their school of thought. In those days, they
It
feel
has
like
worked. They
it worked.
for
Yeah, you don't understand. In those days, they feel like, okay, this is just perception that you need to work extremely hard to know for you to yield the results. Now, things have changed. There's evolution, there's development.
Yeah.
Apart from that, many things have changed. We are in a generation of, I don't know how to put it.
We're in
I
a
don't know the adjective to
volatile
put.
economy.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Don't start
English,
anything.
even though I don't know what you're saying. I know it's a very good English. So we are in a kind of economy that things are different from the olden days. So I say that truth is not static. Do you understand? And so is belief. It's dynamic. It changed over the time. That's then. Now you need to live under correct knowledge and work in a very, very smart manner for you to yield results. There's so many people out there that they will tell you that this is the way they go about it. Knowledge. Do you understand that?
You think-
Being smart.
Okay, do you think that
Hold on,
working
because
smart?
this particular person,
We still have a lot of things to talk about.
this
This,
particular person
I don't want us to
went
live
about
out of
this
context.
thing
Yeah.
this way, and it yielded a good result for that particular person. Do you think another person following that same route is going to yield results based on working smart?
No, that's why I'm telling you that truth is dynamic and it's not static. Do you understand? I said it then. I said you need to depend on self-reflectiveness. And individual capacity. Do you understand? To be able to understand and be aware of your surrounding. But I totally agree with you when you said, man, your financial stability is going to depend on your background and society. Because according to the definition of man, they say we are pragmatic and enigmatic in nature.
Yeah.
We adapt to our environment. We're a product of whatsoever environments that we are. But being financially stable as a man, I feel like, do you think, okay, let me ask this question. Being financially stable as a man, I don't know, is there a particular age that you need to reach for you to be okay? At this age, you need to be financially stable.
I don't think there is a particular age.
Totally agree with you on that.
Because some people made their first billion at the age of 16, some 15, some 12, depending on background, like I said, growing up. Some people parents got them fixed deposit account
Exactly.
The trust fund
Even
kids.
before
You
they, even before they were
understand? Trust
born.
for kids. That is it. Thank you.
That's the
And
word.
some of us,
That's the word.
I'm not paying my first bill. I don't
Ah,
think I'm
first
paying my
bill, okay.
bill. So there are some people whereby we like this, we are still looking up making our first million. I don't think I've ever seen it. But my friend promised to give me 1 million.
Your friend?
Yeah, my friend.
SM.
My friend. Give thanks. SM. So I will get it maybe then. I will know how it feels to get
Let's
it.
not delve too much out
Ah.
of let's not delve too much out of context. So thank you. Before we move on, let me appreciate it too. Okay.
Yeah, you own that.
The drink
Yeah,
is
the
for
drink-
you.
the
What
drink is
happened
for
now?
you,
Before the show, you were drinking this now. Why are you not drinking
Duty.
it?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, finding you as a man, you've talked about the first aspect, which is financial stability. And there's something that you want to say about this financial stability. It's okay for you to drop it in the conversation. You have our handles on Twitter, Instagram, and other social media. Let's move on to the second one, which is finding you as your love life. In your love life. There's basically an advice.
I'm
There's
in love,
basically an
my friend.
advice. It's beautiful. Hold on. Please. That's why I don't want to bring my friend on the show. Anyway, let's continue. There's an advice that I saw online. It said, choose your life mates carefully, as life mates carefully, as your significant other is going to be 70%. 70% of the time, they are going to be responsible for your happiness. Some people are going to tell you that you don't necessarily have to depend on your partner to be happy. In my own perception, that is a very, very fallacious statement. It is wrong. They can be you. You have to have the happiness within you, but they need to enhance it. You understand? You get what I'm trying to say?
Definitely.
You have to enhance it.
Definitely.
70% of the time, to me, 80% of the time, your significant other is going to depend if you are going to be happy or not.
Of course.
Yeah.
So finding you,
No matter how you pretend.
yeah.
No.
There are so many men out there, they will try and put a smile on their faces, like go outside the world, and what they are facing at home is very, very, very. God bless each and every one of us with a
Of
good
course. It's
spouse.
not easy to actually
Nobody is saying
get love.
amen.
And love is not amen. I mean, love is not easy to get.
Yes, it's not.
You are in love.
Oh.
With the love of my life.
What about me? I'm in love with you. I've
Wow.
always been in love.
Oh wow.
I'm in love with myself. I
That's
have
great.
my life.
Hmm?
I'm in love with myself and I have a love of my life.
I'm not here to speak loud.
I say I'm in love and I also have the love of my life.
That's lovely. So
Yeah.
what do you want us to talk about love?
In finding you as a man.
Okay.
I
For the
think
first time in a while, I'm shut up.
I think the first
I'll let you
the first time I fell in love when I understand that okay, I'm getting worried over somebody else. I think that is love, right? When you are actually being worried about what the
Yeah.
other person is doing. Was in my secondary school.
Really? Secondary
Yes,
school.
Yes,
Wow.
SS2. I can't remember the particular year for SS2 days. And then it was a crazy ride actually. But there, love is sweet. I experienced it, I felt it. And I think that's the only girl that broke my heart and I felt it like, whoa.
How did you break? How did you
So
break your
that
heart?
like this, they always
Nah, I did break
you understand? Like since then, so I have already seen myself like where I don't feel that kind of thing. Where I don't feel waiting for
May that kind of no happen.
you don't feel happen again. Even if it go happen,
You cannot be prepared.
you understand. I don't understand. Say, okay, this error is coming from me. I think then the reason was I was naive. I don't understand what love is. I don't have any experience about it. And all. So it just happened. And I was just like, shake my belly. Okay, issues that I could just be like, okay, I'm sorry. It happened like this and all. But we just went.
The issues that you guys are supposed to apologize
You
to each other.
understand? The issues whereby me and my babe are currently having, but then we get over it because of understanding. And
Because of
I
understanding.
think
Yeah.
growing up too, you have to understand some certain things whereby you don't do things like this in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you don't do things like this. You don't do what is good for your partner and all.
At all.
Love is a beautiful thing. If you don't have love, find love.
At times it
I
can be
mean,
confusing.
okay.
At times it can be confusing. But your significant other is
Most
definitely
times.
there is confusing.
It's
Sometimes they
tiring. It's actually very tiring.
say
Mostly because
But the person you are with,
I think
no,
I'm
what
not
happens to being
I think
in
the
love
person
is
that-
what happens to being in love is see at the end of the day you still look at that same person and be like, you are an idiot. You give me a headache, but at the same time you are my greatest
exactly.
blessing.
So that's
the person is
the
also feeling that
That
same
same
way.
way, yeah.
about
The person
you.
you are
I'm like,
with-
I know you are
an
very-
idiot,
it's going to
but That's still the love of my life.
Yeah, do you get
Because
it?
it's moving to
But mostly, you see these females, they are definitely going to give you a headache. They'll
Of
give you
course,
serious
you are
headache.
I
giving
think
her
like that's
headache
the
as well,
issue.
not female alone.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think
give
I'm
her
giving
headache.
her headache?
No, definitely.
So,
You give her headache as
Yeah.
well.
Do you think coming here today, let me say you street that this is me going to the bathroom
Bathroom. Where did you go and go?
You go see girls for road, they want to you think she doesn't think those things?
Checking the house now.
Just like you, if she's going out,
You know, as a fresh boy,
be like,
as a fresh boy, she'll be thinking,
It's
hey,
normal.
my baby.
But when you start to understand that these things are normal, I don't think you start having problem
Oh.
with some certain things.
See,
There are things
When you guys even talk about it, it's going to be like a joke.
you understand.
You guys
There
are
are things
just going to
whereby
talk
my
about
babe will do for me now, and maybe probably I don't want to talk about it or something. I'm just
No, that's not,
I'll
that's
start-
not very good.
I'll start
Makes-
now. Maybe I don't want to talk about
It's
it
now. Oh, okay, I like
I'll
that.
just keep miss. Not that I will not reply to her texts or whenever she's
Yeah, yeah.
conversing with me. But I just give her attitude for her to know that I'm paying at this whatever thing.
Whatever you're
And then she'll be like, what did I do? What did I do? I'm sorry. Even before knowing what she did. That's my girlfriend. She starts saying sorry because she already know whatever
Aw.
makes me feel this way. That means she has
You don't love life is very sweet. The way you sounded like, my baby will come and
It's just
tell
about
me.
understanding. They've been together for quite a while.
Okay.
yeah,
long
but
time.
then we are not the best and I'm not I'm
But at the same time,
one
it's
of the
One of the what?
Nobody's
I
easy
don't
to
know the right
be with.
word to use.
Nobody's easy to. Nobody's easy to be
Because I
with.
know I'm a very kind of anyhow person.
Nobody's easy to be
Anyhow
with.
is the right word to use.
Nobody's easy to be
But then
with.
she's coping.
Nobody's easy to be with. It's just a matter of understanding and
Yeah.
Fine.
Of course, my friends asked me a question today and said, okay, not a question actually. He was telling me that he doesn't think he's ready to start living with his girlfriend, like living, not even married.
Living.
Because I have-
Okay.
Do you understand? There are some people that they live with their girlfriends. There are cases
I-
like that.
Ah,
But
if
I
you're
don't
not
think
married-
I don't think
If
I
you're
want
not
to
married
do
yet,
that.
don't
Yes, I don't think I want to do that now because the stress. Aside from stress, I think
It's not. I don't
I
think it's
think-
actually not. It's not actually proper.
to live
in
together.
Islam, actually,
Yeah,
it's
in
not.
Islam, I don't think it's actually proper in any
Some
religion.
people
There's so
don't know
many.
it.
That was,
Yeah, because
I
of the
think-
pop
no, not
culture
even
actually.
apart from being proper. I feel like if you're not ready
I
to
think-
get married, you
I
should
think
not
it
live
should
together.
I think it is. I think it works for some people.
Why actually? Why living
Yeah,
together?
I
sir?
think it works
Why
for
living
some
together before marriage? You're not living together. Why?
Now there are people that they are in this school whereby maybe the babe or the guy they are different apartments, but they are
Yeah.
living together
in one
In
one
one
of
place,
them
in one of
house.
them.
There are a lot of people
I don't think
like
that's
that.
actually advisable.
Yeah, I don't think me I want to do that.
Nah.
If we want to actually continue on that conversation, it's going to take us a very,
Yeah.
very
Okay,
long
so
time.
I
But
think where
definitely,
we debated actually is finding love as a man, right?
Yeah.
So I believe that as a man, I always trace this back to maybe because of my own background as well. You need to be
You
loved.
need to know more about your
home.
background.
You need to be loved at home. You need to love yourself.
Yeah, so you need to love yourself.
We'll talk later.
You need to
You
love
need to love
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
You need to love yourself. You need to take care of yourself very well. If you don't take care of yourself very well, if you don't love yourself very well, there's no how.
Someone will
Yeah,
give it to you.
exactly. There's no how someone else, you are going to find any love at all.
Particular good said, "There's a man for every woman,
Okay.
and a woman for every man."
Adekunle Gold himself knows what you mean by that.
Nice.
It's true, Sha.
Nobody's
You know what
actually
you
easy
mean
to
by
be with.
Yeah,
I got
Yeah.
advice from my friend, Ayakule Saladin. I think
See?
a few months ago, like
That was,
3 or 4 months ago, I guess. Said, you change your thoughts, you change your life.
Oh,
That was very, very,
I didn't
very
remember
of
that.
course, of
So you
course.
change
That-
then I used to feel inferior. I used to feel like I was not enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I basically
You're
took
always
the
enough.
advice for a few months, and I think it has been working extremely
You used to
very,
feel,
very well.
oh, that
Inferior.
was those periods you used to
You noticed?
fold.
I was just
I've
telling you,
fallen for-
I used to feel very inferior.
This guy,
Guy.
let's not talk about that.
Love is crazy actually.
Aw.
No, I didn't. Basically, it was as if I did not like myself. To me, it's like a personal development and growth. Growth
Yes.
is messy.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
If you
That's
find the
what I
right
saw,
person,
yeah.
if you find someone that you feel like I want you, it's definitely going to push out some things in you that I feel like, okay, this is my insecurity. I need to deal with it. These are the things that I'm insecure about. I need to deal
Yeah.
with it. And if you can find
It's
the common
it's
ground at the end of
easy,
the
but
day,
then you just have to set your mind to it because there are some things whereby it's beyond us. You just have to accept.
yeah. But despite the fact that the situation was like that then, my perspective and love for that same person has not changed.
Yeah, like, thank
I
Don't
told
worry,
her.
I'll tell you about that. I
Yeah. So let's not get out of context. And the last one, which is what works for you as a man. I'm not going to take too much of time on this one because we've actually
This is
spent
where
so
my
much
friend
time.
comes in. I'm glad I have a friend like that.
I said, oh,
Ah.
don't worry, I'll tell you about yourself later. I'll personally do a vlog for you people. He's a very amazing friend. To me, he's not a friend. I don't know about that, but he's a very, very amazing person. So, what works for you as a man? Like I said earlier, I said some people over a couple of drinks, you know, they are fine, and some people they find a go-to person to talk to. And some people they just want to talk.
Oh,
So, what works for you?
What works for you? As
The
in?
moment of diversity.
Also, me or
Yeah.
him first. Who are you?
Like generally,
Okay.
you're having a conversation.
Yeah. For me, I'll first say God. I'll first say God. If you are going through anything, bro, regardless of whatever you are going through, brokenness,
Polisapa.
Yeah, Sapa.
Sakpa actually, yeah. Whatever you're going through, maybe you're encountered with a life decision, a very tough one.
Honorable. Time is not on our side.
Okay, a very tough one. Like I feel like okay, God, you need to speak to God first. Speak to your trusted friends. If you feel for me, that's what I do. I talk to God. I talk to my people in my life. And I talk to my most trusted friends and and I talk to my family as well. In no particular order. But God first, then others come. Might be my mom that I'll talk to.
You don't do come on. Let's say I don't need to take shots.
No, I don't need to take shots. So if I don't in my house, if I don't hear music and hear music to watch, yeah. If I don't hear music and if I feel like I'm lost enough, I'll just pick up the phone, calling of any of my friends or call my family. And from that call, I'm
Thank God
fine.
I give people good
Yeah.
advice, but I don't give good advice to myself.
What's
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I think that is it. You can't. Most times people don't really know how to advise themselves.
Let's not do this. What else for you?
To some extent.
Well, me, different thing works for me. I'll talk to my friend as well. I have a way to listen. Doesn't
The one that leaves you in the bad way or in the good way.
both.
That guy
I
alone.
know.
Wow.
I'm not.
Shout out to that guy.
He leads me on the right side and on the left side. It might not be like,
Shout out to him.
it might be like Afa, my bongati. And whenever you hear my bongati, you already know it's chilling zone. And then whatever you are feeling
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
moment
yeah.
is already out. So going back home,
You
you
don't
don't already finish. You know they there.
You don't
engagement.
come out.
Do you
Same person I
understand?
talking about. Engagement. What do I say about anything? Because I don't know.
That kind
By the time you are going to
do you
come back at home,
understand?
everything is just like.
Or my Bolodom. He's a good guy actually. I give him some advice too.
You don't give each other advice,
Of course we do a lot.
and you leave each other
Advice
to the
And
bad side.
you said-
To bad.
both good and bad. And after the bad, you just
But that's not about principal. So.
no,
Nah.
nah.
Mm.
No, most times when they call that bad, no be bad like that. But I talk and say that bad.
Yeah,
Based on
yeah,
say,
yeah.
I want to be natural. I don't want to say I'm a saint or something.
Yeah, okay.
So, the bad is not kind of bad
Yeah, I
like
get
that.
it.
Corporate bad.
Corporate bad.
Yeah, and aside from my friend, I talk to my babe as well and pray. Although lately my praying life has been.
You need to take care of
But
that.
then I know, I'll find God again.
Yes,
I know.
Ravana just left. And we are still in a month after Ravana.
So,
Please bring it up. So that
I don't know.
God
I
can,
don't know if I
God
want
can
to
What
pray.
was for you? You haven't told us yet.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Me, I talk to God. I talk to God every day. I still do. If I find myself in a moment of adversity, I cry. So I let the tears out.
I don't know.
Makes me
You
feel
know I
very,
cry.
very-
You cry.
It's been long. Last year, I think
Right.
December.
No, like you wouldn't even know that I cried. And I just go into June. I cried there and I talk to God about it. A few minutes after, I feel better.
Yeah, that.
I think I always.
And then
And apart from that,
most times when I do
Not
that, I just
crying.
sleep off on the praying mat. And when I wake up,
Yeah,
I always wake
yeah.
up with good energy. I just
Apart from that,
life goes on.
nothing
Love that.
feel- apart from that, I call someone. Call someone, I just talk to the person.
Someone
Yeah.
you don't want to disclose it.
Ah.
I'm not here.
It's like I call the love of my life. Still haven't
Bless you, I boy, go get over my life.
No,
Like
no,
this,
no,
so.
like that. And I call my friend too. I text him mostly because I find it very difficult to like talk when I'm feeling very, very down. So I don't want you to like listen to my voice after I post doing this guy. So I just text and
Well,
We find a way
some
around it.
people, whatever.
And I used to
works
have
for you-
amazing neighbors before. Yeah.
Oh,
So they always listen. They always listen. The two
That's
of them. The three, I say. They
I mean,
always,
you
always
having
listen.
you having that immediate environment.
And I used to, and I have a
Yes,
friend as well. She's a lady. She always listens to. She give good advice, and I give her advice.
it's actually good to have good people. I used to tell people that when you have good
Don't lose the
people,
favor of good people.
you
Yeah.
understand.
Oh.
You have to be a good person to have good people around you.
No,
When you
no,
have
no.
good people, things will just
It's
even
evolve.
if people will not even know your standard because these people are always ready for you and just be like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jabo say nothing good to am. Say I'm always
Okay.
there.
Never lose the favor of good people. So let me give you a takeaway. So far, let's just like do the summary of the whole conversations that we had. We talked about financial stability and finding you as a man, finding your love life, and lastly, we round it up. It's what works for you as a man during moments of adversity. So I'll give you a takeaway. If you want to find your stand in life as a man, you need to manifest it. Put your source in the higher, put your trust in the higher source, which is the God Almighty. And you know, work as much as you can. I'll say you work very, very smart. You live all that correct knowledge.
Smart worker.
Yeah. And you stay away from fear, which is
After the
false
show, you need to
evidence
tell me more
appearing to
about
be real.
this
Yes,
working
ma'am.
smart.
Yes, ma'am.
honestly.
At least so that we can even be making more money.
Then we'll talk
So that
about
we're not just working
then
hard
you
like
stay away
that.
from
I
fear,
swear.
which I call false evidence appearing to be real. Then try as much as possible to
I
work
wish you could
towards
have
love,
more time,
which is
but then
which is laboring under correct knowledge. You know, if you don't chase your dream, I'll advise you not to chase your dream. I'll advise you to manifest it. Yeah. Manifestation is healing. It's like a bow and arrow. You travel back, you need to go forward. Whatever it is that you're going to be in life determines it's going to be determined.
Don't make me understand.
It's going to be determined by the kind of background that you come from. So you travel back there, you fix the things that you can fix while you're there. Then the longer you go back, the further you can go. Do you understand? Okay, I didn't get the English right. But bow and arrow, sha. You understand what I'm saying? So thank you very much. If you're coming across the channel for the first time, it's a safe space. It's a space where we, facilitate
Yes.
conversation on absolutely anything and everything under the sun.
Like
And of course,
casual men of high mentality.
I'm not going to be short to an end. That's very valid. We've been doing this thing for a very long time. And Bantam with Tagini competition is coming very soon.
Yes.
That's
For you-
if you are going to see this video. That's if we post it before the competition. We are going to beg those that are in charge of our publicity to do that before the next this thing.
But then one time
It's coming.
and if you are watching this after the
There's something you want us to talk about, drop it in the comment section. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Aida Abdul Malik Olamisi.
my name is Ayola Ray.
At the last allowed.
Stick around. I'll see you on the next episode.